Respected elders and my dear brothers and sisters, Jai Sai Ram. A very warm welcome to everyone who is visiting us either for the first time or has been a regular visitor, and all the active workers of the Mill Hill Sai Center for such an auspicious occasion where we are celebrating Bhagavan's 99th birthday. On this morning, we all are very, very blessed, and I have the privilege of introducing the speaker for this session. To be honest, I don't think Brother needs an introduction, because I'm sure all of us have watched Brother on the videos that get displayed during bhajans time, but I would still go ahead and introduce so that we know a little bit more about the Brother, and I'm sure the experiences that he will share will be a testament to what he is as an individual. We have this morning Brother Arun Kharidehal, who had pursued his bachelor's, who had done his IIT from IIT Kharagpur. And then in the year 2001, he joined Bhagavan's University to pursue his MBA. Brother Arun hails from Visakhapatnam, which is from Andhra Pradesh. And after finishing his MBA, Brother Arun joined Swami's Radio Sai Global Harmony. And at Radio Sai Global Harmony, he was one of the co-founders of Heart to Heart, the digital journal that we all remember. Brother Arun also got the opportunity to serve Bhagavan, providing physical assistance, and also had the great good fortune of residing in the same residence of Bhagavan. The 4 years that he spent over there, and being a student myself, we saw Brother Arun at very close quarters, and he was an inspiration to a lot of students. We really hope that on this special occasion, we have a great message directly coming from Bhagavan through Brother Arun for all of us. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Master, Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. A very auspicious and good morning to our dearest Sai family, brothers, sisters, and children. I'm extremely happy to be here on the auspicious occasion of the 99th birthday of our birthless Lord. And thank you for the second introduction, Divij, and thank you for your kind words. I've always seen pictures of this center, because I'm part of that WhatsApp group, and Brother Giridhar keeps putting this pictures about what's happening all over UK, but also I'm aware of this center, and I think as soon as I was entering, and I think this magnificent altar, it was absolutely divine. So whoever put this up, thank you so much. It feels that as if Swami is literally standing here. So thank you so much. It's a great, I feel a lot of vibrations of Bhagavan, and I think it's not probably just the altar, it's also probably everything that you do for Swami in this center. So thank you for having me here. So I was thinking of a few things to speak about today. and share some of the wonderful experiences that I cherish in my time that I had with Bhagavan. We all know Bhagavan is the Supreme Lord of the universe. He's God to the billions of people that have come into his fold. And we all consider Bhagavan as the Yuga avatar. In every Yuga there is that avatar, the descent of the divine. And we are also fortunate that, we are contemporaries of Bhagavan. We could have, there is Bhagavata, there is Mahabharata, there is Ramayana. We can only read those texts and perhaps imagine how it was to be contemporaries of the Lord. But for us, this is a living reality. We have seen it, heard it, and lived this moment with the Lord, right? Time is an illusion. Swami always says time is an illusion, but it's a fantastic illusion. Because of this illusion, we have the experience of spending time with the Lord. So I think it's a very, it's one of his great leelas. Yes, he is an avatar, but what does he define? Swami himself defined what is an avatar. And he quotes it in a Telugu poem. And he says like this, and I'll translate it for the benefit of everybody. Avatarinchuta anutalo ardhamemi. Janulapai priti vatsalya paratatoda. Tanu daivambu digi vachu bhuviki. Jiva prajnato batuga daiva prajna. What is meant, the translation is, what is meant by the avatar of the Lord? Out of great love, vatsalya. Vatsalya means, vatsalya is a special flavor of love. Vatsalya means the love that a parent has for children. Janulapai priti vatsalya paratatoda. Priti is affection. Vatsalyam is the affection that a parent has for children. Tanu daivambu digi vachu bhuviki. There is a descent of the Lord. Jiva prajnato patuga daiva prajna. Means not only as God with all the omniscience and omnipotence and omnipresence, but also Jiva Prajna. Means he also shares the same, he shares our emotions. He also feels how it is to be a jiva in this world. And that's, I would almost call it a supreme sacrifice, because it's not easy. It's easy to be God, but not easy to be a jiva, right? But he becomes a jiva, apparently. Jiva prajnato patuga daiva prajna. And then he empathizes with us. He becomes one among us. He takes this journey of ups and downs, this struggle of where he wants us to be. And he teaches us with so much of patience and so much of love the whole dance at which he is such an expert. He teaches us to play this drama of life with stunning precision, right? And he says about himself, I am Nataraja. I alone know the agony of teaching you each step of the dance. And he loves this. This is the relationship that he enjoys, he cherishes, being there for us before he was this avatar, during the avatar, and after what we call his Mahasamadhi. These are our conceptual illusions, but he is always there for us. So I thought, let me take this moment of as soon as I entered. Was there a skit or a play going on? Right, I kind of missed it, but I want to kind of take on from there, right? My interaction with Swami has this huge flavor of being part of dramas, right? I've done many dramas in front of Swami, but somehow my association with Bhagavan actually started with a skit. And there were a series of interesting experiences that Swami used during these wonderful instances of, doing a skit in play, and 20-second we have the convocation drama usually. And I remember a series of incidents that he used during the dramas, in which he taught me many lessons. I would like to place a few of those instances in front of you. So I joined the Swami's Institute as an MBA student, and every August, there was, on August 21st, there was this MBA day, the annual day of the MBA program. And in that annual day, the MBA boys in Prashanthi Nilayam usually put up a skit, and in the institute auditorium, and Bhagavan comes, and he watches the skit, he delivers a discourse, and it's a nice get together with Bhagavan. So the first year that I joined, there was this skit. In that skit, the story was like this, that there is this person who goes to, who's working in an office, and there is an instance where a particular situation arises, that he's on some extremely important work that has impact on a number of people. He is doing his work, and he gets a call that his mother is ill while in office. And he has to choose between finishing the work at hand or dropping it and going and taking care of his mother. That was we created that, and then he is this person with an extremely devoted, like probably a karma yogi kind of a person, who's really, really devoted to the Lord, trusts in the Lord, surrenders to the Lord. So this person in the office chooses to finish his work, put his faith in the Lord, and said, please take care of my mother, I'll finish this, and I will come and attend to my mother as soon as possible. That's the, we all face dilemmas, and that's the dilemma this person was faced with, and he takes that decision. So I was chosen to be this person, to play this, protagonist in the play. And there was this whole office setting which was created, and a table and desk, and because it's an office setting, there was also an office boy who brings this message and, gives files and all of that, right? And that was one of my own classmates. His name is Subhash, I think he's still working in the institute. So he was this office boy, I was this officer, and this whole thing happened. And it went well because it drove home a message that, work is worship, duty is God. And Swami says, you take care of Swami's work, all work is Swami's work. You take care of my work, I take care of yours, right? And what happens in the drama was, by the time this person finishes and goes back to the home, and he apologizes to the mom that, sorry, I couldn't be here on time, I had to finish something. The mom says, no, but you were here 15 minutes ago, you took me to the doctor, and I came back, so why are you saying this? Then he realizes that Bhagavan himself had taken the responsibility to take care of his mom. That's the story. And it was a very heart-touching story. So after the drama, Bhagavan got up from his seat and he came to the stage. And he was beaming with joy. He was very proud of the play that was presented. And he was beaming with joy. And, I still remember, if this is the stage, I was somewhere here and Bhagavan would walk up those steps and he will be coming. And as soon as he got onto the stage, Bhagavan said, where is that office boy? Where is that office boy? In English. And now, I was the officer, and there was this office boy. So, technically, he was the office boy. But I also heard it and said, maybe Bhagavan is meaning it's me. So both of us started getting, Swami, it's me. I'm the officer and he's the office boy. And then Swami walked up to me. And he patted my back 3 times, and he said, "This is the first time I'm getting appreciated by God Himself, right?" So he said, "Very happy, very happy, very happy," and he said, "Always help, always help, always help." And then with the wave of his hand, he materialized a golden chain and he put it around my neck. That was, and then he went down, and I was totally I couldn't control my tears, and I never had any such interaction with Bhagavan, and I was totally lost. I think everything ended, the world ended, I couldn't even see Bhagavan, I was crying profusely. But this was the first teaching that Bhagavan had given through this skit, right? And it was a very powerful message. And when I saw that the skit was going on, I kind of recollected this. This whole stage almost resembled that institute auditorium. So that was one very nice incident. Of course, after that, my friend Subhash actually, kept on teasing me and arguing me. It was meant for me. You got up. Swami was clearly saying office boy, and you are the officer, not the office boy. So, of course, it wasn't fun, but we had this argument hey, you stole my golden chain, right? Okay, fine. So that was a very, very interesting drama episode, right? Life is a drama. Play it to perfection, right? That's what Swami says. I have forgotten to see when I started, but if maybe Giri brother, you can just time me a little bit, okay? So. And of course, you all know that why Swami says life is a drama, play to perfection, right? Do you all know the story of Swami playing the part of Rishendramani? No? Swami himself narrated. So when Swami was a great drama artist in his younger days. So it seems there's this famous dancer and film actress called Rishendramani when Swami was young. And she would do this fantastic dance, Bharatnatyam kind of a dance. And she would, there were two needles, like sharp, small needles, in Telugu we call Gundusudi. They were placed on the stage. After dancing, she would bend and pick up the needles with the eyes. That was the finale of Rishendramani's act, right? And there was this annual day of Swami's school, and Rishendramani was supposed to perform. Like all guests who come late, also like me, she did, she did not come that day, turn up. And there was a British officer who was the chief guest, because it was still, India was still under British rule. And there was this British officer who was a chief guest. And he came particularly to see Rishendramani, right? And the school authorities were getting very tense that, this guy has come and Rishendramani is not here, and what will happen? And somebody said, Satya is a very good dancer. So Swami dressed up as this lady, Rishendramani, and he actually did the Bharatnatyam dance. Did any of you hear this story? Some of you, yeah? Yeah, the old-timers, yes. He did this Bharatnatyam dance. Fantastic, right? Obviously, Nataraja, you give him a chance, he'll rock the stage. So he did that, and he also picked up those needles with his eyes. And the whole auditorium was going gaga about this whole episode. Everybody thought this was Rishendramani. Nobody knew it was Swami. And now, this British officer was so impressed, and he wanted to go congratulate and, touch this Rishendramani, shake her hand, and, just interact with her. So he went to the stage. And then he was wanting to shake hands with Rishendramani, but Swami was playing the act of Rishendramani so perfectly. He said no, because those days Indian women, they were not even supposed to, it was not etiquette to touch anybody, of course not a British officer from another country. So this guy was trying to go and shake the hands of Rishendramani, aka Swami. And Swami was like, no, I'm not supposed to touch you, I'm not supposed to touch you. And he actually played the part, because he's not only playing Rishendramani, but he has to play it to perfection the way Rishendramani behaves, right? And then Swami says in his very humorous style, వాడు నన్ను ముట్టాలని చూస్తున్నాడు, నేను దూరం దూరం జరుగుతున్నాను. వాడు నన్ను ముట్టాలని చూస్తున్నాడు, నేను దూరం దూరం జరుగుతున్నాను. ఎందుకు? That's what Swami says. I remember this. He says, యాక్ట్కి తగినట్టు చెయ్యాలా. Means you have to act it to perfection, right? And this is something that, it's Bhagavan is like, the master actor. He acts it to perfection. He takes on the garb of the jiva and he acts it to perfection. And he's not just pretending, but he's into it. At the same time, he knows he's not Rishendramani. He's playing the part to perfection, but he knows he is not Rishendramani. And that's what Bhagavan expects us. You are not this office worker, but you have to play the part of the office worker, but inside you are not the office worker. You are something else. That's the message that he wanted to give through his own narration. There is one beautiful cassette where Swami narrates this episode If some of the old timers have that, please listen to it. It's such a wonderful, hilarious narration by Swami of many of his childhood incidents. Then what happened, I'm just continuing with my, then what happened is, like, because I got stamped as this golden chain boy in the drama, I started getting more and more chances whenever these dramatics happen, right? And the prized opportunity for anybody who's interested in arts and interaction, being close with Bhagavan, is to be part of the convocation drama. And in 1999, convocation drama, obviously because of the brand image that has been built around me, I was also given a chance. And I was told, Bhagavan is the director of this drama. We were all, Swami was in Vrindavan for some reason before, maybe it's October, he went to Vrindavan. We were all told that, hey, you've been selected to be part of the convocation drama. And they said, evening, Swami will get started with the introductions and the practice. So we were all waiting, and that was my first entry into the beautiful Trai Vrindavan complex. And there is this inner circle in Trai Vrindavan. There's this outer annular place where Swami's Jula is there. We were all made to sit in front of the Jula, and they said, like, Swami is going to come in a few minutes. It was just 14, 15 boys, the warden. And I was given to play the part of somebody whose name was Matthew. I don't remember exactly what my part was, but I was, one of the characters whose name was Matthew. And they said, Swami is going to come. You have to introduce yourself to Swami, what your character is, and so that he knows who you are. And my heart was beating really fast, right? This was too much up close to Bhagavan. Right? This was a small select group. What if Bhagavan comes down and tells me all the bad things that I have done in my life? What will happen? Right? I don't know. For some strange reason, that fear kind of gripped me. I says, like, why did I get stuck here? What if he tells me everything that I have done? But anyway, Bhagavan came, and he slowly walked, if not at all in a hurry, across this Trai Vrindavan, and he came, looked at all the boys who were participating in the drama, and he started asking, what is your name? What is your name? I was instructed that I should introduce my character. So when he came to me, he asked me, what is your name, boy? I said, Swami, Matthew. Then he hit hard on my head and said, I'm asking your real name, not your drama name. Then I said, Swami, Arun. And then he said, very good, very good. And he sat, and I also like, oh my God, okay. Okay, he's God, he knows everything, but he's not going to rattle out everything that I did in front of everybody. So he sat on the Jula, and the practice started. And Swami was slowly moving back and forth in the Jula. Some boys were, actually holding on to his feet, and he asked, what is the script? And this whole drama had this theme of, it was as if being narrated by an art form in Andhra Pradesh, which is very famous, called Burrakada. Burrakada means there is a central person who is narrating the song and dancing in about the story, and there are two people, chelas kind of thing, who are beating a drum and repeating what this person is saying, aha, oho, like that. And this is a form of narrating the story. When a drama happens in Andhra Pradesh, this is how you narrate a story, and you dance and you make it very interesting. You have these traditional costumes and all. So three bhajan singers were selected for this, and Swami said, start the Burrakada. Let's start the drama. Let's start the practice. And there was this central character who was trying to sing. He has a great voice. And this, I still remember this bhajan like Krishna, Krishna, Govinda, Krishna, Gopala, Bala, Krishna. That was the bhajan with which he started the Burrakatha. Beautiful voice, and Trai has this great acoustics, and it was booming, and Swami was listening to this, watching the drama, practice started. And this boy who was in the central part of doing this Burrakatha was singing fantastic, but they did not know how to dance to the Burrakatha. So they were doing something, some random stuff, and, but Swami was not satisfied. Swami grew up as a happy village child. And he saw these Burrakathas, and we probably must have actually done some Burrakathas. So he was not very happy. After a few rehearsals of the song, he said, stop. And then he said, make way. This was in 99, when probably Swami was 73 years. We all said, okay, what happened now? And then Swami went to the place where the Burrakatha was being practiced in front of his Jula. And there was a small Tanpura kind of thing. And Swami said, move, this is not how you dance. And then he stood, he gently lifted his robe so that his feet are visible. And he said, sing. And they started singing, Krishna, Krishna, Govinda, Krishna. And then Swami danced for the Burrakatha. He said, this is how you have to do. This is how you have to do the step. It was an enchanting moment for me to see. Like, here is somebody who's 73 years old or young or whatever you can call Swami. And he's actually dancing to this Burrakatha. He's completely immersed in this whole rehearsal, and just like the best director ever, you have seen the best directors, right? Like, they first enact and show how to do this, right? So here was Swami, he was enacting and he was showing, and it was this beautiful, like, if ever anybody wanted a vision of Krishna dancing on the Kalindi serpent, this was the vision. I felt like I'm seeing Lord Krishna dancing on the serpent, like, and with that bhajan going on. And this was one of my favorite, fantastic moments as far as I remember when the drama happens. And that's what. Why would God come down as an avatar? Because he's the divine director. Why would he play the role of a jiva? Why would he take birth? Why would he have to go through all the same trials, tribulations, challenges, excitements, joys, big and small? Because he's the divine director. And he has to enact and show so that we are also created in his image, but we need to be taught how to act. It's not enough if you act like this. That's not the hallmark of a true director. The director actually has to perform, show how to express emotion, how to play your part to perfection. And that's the reason why Bhagavan comes onto this, it's the stage of Maya, and he enacts so that everybody can see how to play their part to perfection. One more episode in the whole convocation drama thing is another thing that very, very personal to me is an episode where in 2003, after I passed out of the institute, there was a drama, and in a very unusual step, Swami called me and said, this time for the convocation drama, you will be the hero. Usually it's people who are part of the institute, but he said, there are other people from the institute, but you be the hero. I said, okay, Swami, thank you so much. And again, it was started, and the drama was about somebody, a very devoted person who's very frustrated with life for some reason. And this is a role which yearns for Bhagavan. He doesn't even know about existence of Swami, but he yearns like, if there is a God, please give me this darshan, right? It's a story about a person's journey and finally a revelation of Swami, like in a vision, right? And he said, you play this role. And he started interacting, he started giving the, when we started playing, he will give the tips, and this is how you should do, this is how you should do. One of the best singers of Prashant Nilayam, Ravi, gave songs, and I was supposed to sing a few songs, yearning for Bhagavan. This was the theme. And I was getting a lot of limelight and attention, and, while playing this part, and I was also feeling very proud that, okay, I got this chance to be the hero once again. And then Swami said, Abdul Kalam is coming as a chief guest, so you all better play this to perfection, right? And everything went on well. About a week before the drama, suddenly, I don't know what happened, Swami stopped talking to me. Swami stopped giving any directions to me. He wouldn't even look at me. I'm the main character of this drama. He wouldn't even look at me. He will talk to everybody. He will encourage everybody, but he will not look at me. And I was also following Bhagavan at that time. I was also staying in his residence, and he would just completely not only ignore me, but he will give a look like, why is this person here? He almost, there is a look of despise, and he will look at me in a way that, you can't even imagine that Bhagavan has, he's irritated with me, right? I tried to look back. I said, did I do anything wrong? I could not put two and two together, what was happening. And it was partly sad for me, partly humiliating. He would look at everybody's costumes, but when it comes to me, he'll just walk away. But I had to play my role. I had to do this drama, and I had to motivate myself, and my parents were coming to watch this, and the President of India is coming to watch this. So I have to do my role. I continued, and I was like, okay, Swami, this is what it is, and let me at least try to do my stuff. But there was a tremendous anguish in my heart, because it's not easy to be ignored by God. The day of the drama came, and the whole stage was there, the president was there. Swami took the president by hand and he made him sit, and he said, drama, blah, blah, blah. All of this happened, and this whole scenes had to be enacted, and the whole story is about this person yearning for God. And on the stage, the emotional barriers, my emotional barriers broke. And while I was playing the part of this character who's yearning for God, I was also doing that yearning for Bhagavan. Almost from the stage, I was looking at Bhagavan and saying, like, please now, calm down and, shower your grace on me. I don't know what happened, right? And I think I produced such a stellar performance with so much of feeling. And the last scene was this magnificent screen where suddenly Swami appears. And then this whole play became like a super duper. Everybody was emotionally like very, very charged up because the play was very, very emotional, and everybody related to it. And then Swami took the president and came to the stage, and then he patted everybody, and he came to me, and he actually waved his hand and materialized a bracelet, and he lovingly put that bracelet on my hand. And then he took me inside Purnachandra. Me, Swami, and the president were there. And he said, "Did you see this boy's performance?" I said, then Abdul Kalam, in his own inimitable style, he said, "Yes, Swami, this is the best performance I have ever seen." And later on, during the drama, when the recording was there, I was seeing like Swami was like on the edge of his seat, and he would tell Abdul Kalam, like, "This is what is going to happen now. This is what is going to happen now." Right? And then at one point, I saw both Swami and Abdul Kalam actually crying. That video is still there. They're both like, there's tears, and Swami is crying and Abdul Kalam is seeing Swami. Abdul Kalam is crying and I am crying on the stage. Audience is crying. Everybody was crying for God, and God himself was crying for God. Right? That's how it happened. And then I felt relieved. Okay. This thing also ended very well in a gold bracelet. Right? And a lot of recognition. And next day, it didn't end. He was so proud that, there were so many delegates from different countries, presidents, chief ministers. He would take me and he would go and tell them, "Did you see his performance? Tell about yourself. You're from here. You're from IIT. You came here." And he will add a few more degrees to my name, MA, MBA, MSc. He did everything in the world, and then he takes you to the sky. And this is a complete contrast to what happened the last week, where he almost looked at me as the most lowest form of evolved life. And then after that, I went into the interview room, and then Swami came inside the interview room. And he said, "Do you know why I did not speak to you for the last 1 week?" I said, "No, Swami. I wanted this emotion to come out properly on the stage." Urke, tamasha. I just played with you, right? Because I wanted you, because the president was coming, I wanted you to show that real yearning. I said, "Okay, Swami, thank you." And that's how he actually did this whole drama. And there's so many moments, messages in several of these dramas that Bhagavan gave me a chance. There's not enough time to, perhaps I'll probably close it in like a couple of minutes, but I don't want to miss the chance of telling a story about this picture, that Jiva Prajna, right? How he relates to you as his own, Vatsalyam, right? This is not about a drama. This is a real life incident, but since the picture is here, it brought back that memory for me. When Swami blessed me with the opportunity to stay in his residence, I was a very, very skinny boy. I was just 49 kgs in weight, very, very skinny. And everybody, one of my professors used to tell me that, "Arun, whenever I see you in this white shirt, I feel like it's a nice, beautiful shirt hung on a hanger." So people used to make fun of me because I was so thin. So I was in Swami's residence, and Swami, I had the opportunity to have lunch and dinner every day with Bhagavan. I would sit right next to Bhagavan, and we used to have sumptuous, not Bhagavan, but me. And then one day he asked, "Arun, what news?" I said, "Swami,
parents are very happy. I said, what happened? I said, they are able to see me on television. That time they started beaming Swami's videos on Sanskar TV. And my mom was able to see me on television. And she used to, whenever I used to call, I saw you on TV. So my mom is able to see me on television. Inkemandi. What else did she say? Swami, she said I became a little fat. I said, oh, is it? Did she say that? Yes, Swami. Then he said, okay, keep seeing, I'll make you even more fatter. He took that as an encouragement and he said, I'll make you even more fatter. And then from that day onwards, he put special attention on me. I would sit next to him. He'll keep telling the people who were serving, like, put more, put more, put more. And there's this 15, 20 items, curd with so much of butter and paneer and, everything dripping with, of course, healthy oil, but so much of rich food, and everybody would finish, Bhagavan would finish, and he'll wait for me to finish lunch. And it continued, and I started putting on weight. I started becoming a little more chubby, and everybody could see that I was changing. And he took upon himself this responsibility that he wanted, like a mother, to feed and make me from skinny to perhaps a handsome-looking young man. And he was very proud of what he did. And after a few months of this moment was Dasara. On the Vijay Dashami day, in 2004, perhaps, or 3, I don't remember, he suddenly, during the discourse, he said, Arun, you get up. And he made me stand next to him. And he said, "Ee Abbai," in Telugu, he said, "Ee Abbai, this boy, before coming to Swami, he was very skinny." And he said, whatever his parents tried, they could not make him put on weight. Which was true. My mom tried to give me everything, but I was like what I was. And then he said, but after he came to Swami, he's so happy, and he is, he started putting on weight, and, look now how healthy he is, and this is what Swami does, to people who come near him. And I was standing there, I was blushing, and, I was not knowing how to react. I bent my head, just like you see in the picture. And he said, do you know how much weight he has put on? He asked that 20,000 people in Kulwant Hall. It's a quiz. And then I actually went from 49 kilos to 60 kilos in a matter of 3 months, 3 or 4 months. Do you know how much weight he has put on? I thought, oh yeah, 9 or 10 kgs, I thought he will tell. 18 kg weight put on chesadu. He said he put on 18 kgs more weight. I said, Swami, that's not true. That's I told myself, I didn't say Swami. So that's 9 or 10 kgs. But the fact is, I went on to become 67 kgs, which is exactly 18 kgs. What Swami mentioned, that was my peak weight. And it kind of stabilized there for a very long time. So perhaps Swami was looking at 18 in the future, and he did say 18 kilos. So that is the kind of affection that he showers. And these are things that you take with you, you remember and share with everybody. Because the truth is that he has the same vatsalyam towards everyone who comes into his fold. If you are sensitive enough, you will feel it, you will realize it. And I'm pretty sure almost all of you can feel the affection of Swami in many moments of your life. So with that, I thank everybody for giving me this wonderful opportunity to relive my own wonderful moments with Bhagavan, and pray Bhagavan to shower all of you with a lot of His grace and blessings. Sai Ram.